What is up everyone, welcome back for another video of Diablo 3. In this video we are just gonna talk about the difference between Diablo 2 and Diablo 3. I know I already made some videos about that, but still it is something where I love to talk about because Diablo 2 was the best Diablo game that Blizzard ever created. Some people don't know Diablo 2 and only play Diablo 3, but there's a lot of difference between the two games. First of all, yes, Diablo 3 looks a little bit better, but what if they remastered Diablo 2? Then I can promise you everybody would play Diablo 2 because it's way better. And second of all, Diablo 2 doesn't look that bad. In this video I will explain you the difference between the two games, and if you want you can still take a look at Diablo 2 even when it looks worse than Diablo 3. You will understand why the game is still better than Diablo 3, and in fact I was thinking about to buy Diablo 2 again to just play that game because it was just hell of a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm thinking about it. So first of all, the classes. In Diablo 2 and 3 we got the same amount of classes. However, the classes were better created in Diablo 2 than in Diablo 3. And also the way how you had to create a class with skills and items, it was more unique than Diablo 3. In Diablo 2 you had a skill tree, and in this skill tree you had to spend your points. They completely removed it in Diablo 3, and that's really sad because everybody has just the same build, which is not unique anymore. To get gears was also more rewarding than in Diablo 2 than in Diablo 3. Right now in Diablo 3 you just run a rift, you pick up legendary items and you find it so fast. It shouldn't be called legendary item anymore, because you can find your gears in like 3 hours. In Diablo 2 that's a completely different story. You had to find the runes, had to find socket gears so you could create something special, and that only would take you about a week, but it felt so rewarding after you had it. If you saw someone with the best items, then you know he spent hundreds of hours playing Diablo 2. Also, the attributes, what is now known as Paragon points, you can change it whenever you want to change it. That's sad because that makes the character less unique. In Diablo 2 you couldn't take the points away anymore after you used it, but you still had to have enough of dexterity and strength. You needed those to wear items. So yeah, they removed it. The best thing about Diablo 2 and what kept it alive was the trading part. You can trade items, create items, sell items, get scammed, and a lot more. There was also more ways how to build a specific class. Overall, Diablo 2 was way better than Diablo 3 is right now. But again, Diablo 3 came, it was completely different than Diablo 2. The story of Diablo 3 is pretty boring. You cannot create your own items anymore. There's no trading system. You can find your gears in like 3 hours, and you can also change your skills or attributes with just 3 buttons, which is making the class less unique. And when you are ancient legendary and doing great with 130s, you cannot even test the build except for the leaderboard part, but you cannot test it against other people, which is pretty boring. And each season you can just play 1 or 2 builds, and that will be the best builds for that season. All of this stuff is not what Diablo 2 is, because Diablo 2 has a great story. You really have to think about what attributes you need, what skills are you going to work on, what items do you need to create your build. And meanwhile you are playing a great story which is enjoyable, and when you finally got all your gears after playing it for hundreds of hours, you can test your build against other people and you can completely destroy them, or you can fight against someone who has a stronger build. So you can probably like, well, I'm also gonna create something like that, and you just start all over again to create that build and spend another 100 hours to play the game. So the new Diablo team completely destroyed the game. If they remastered Diablo 2, the whole community would be happy. Just skip the Diablo Immortal part, it's crap. Just start with Diablo 2 remastered. I have said what I wanted to say. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a comment, like and subscribe. Also turn on the notification. It's next to the subscribe button. And just let me know what you think. And then I will see you in the next video. Peace.